Keeping me on my toes. Hello everyone, thanks for waiting. Welcome to OFC episode 86, which happens to be our second Parsec edition of this online fight club. And we've got a bunch of great matchups ahead of us tonight, and we've been ironing out the creases in the Parsec connection, so hopefully trying to give these players the best possible experience of this game that we can. I am Holy Cock, going to be commentating this alongside the famous Scoffle Scholar. Never mind. He's the voice behind the SC portal. It's Unicorn.
Hello, thank you. That was awesome.
You're welcome. I'll practice saying Scuffle Scholar ready for the next time this happens.
Yeah, it's... I'm just updating the addresses, that's all.
Yeah, but it's still such a useful tool. So many of us are so thankful for it. As well as the SC portal, which, if you're not already following it, guys, and you're watching this now, like, please head over to Twitter. I think it's @SC portal.
Soul Calibur portal, actually.
Soul Calibur portal, yeah, my bad. Yeah, definitely worth following. But anyway, we're going to jump straight into the first match. It's going to be a 1st to 5 between Abby and Iona Rose.
And the guys already had the button check, so this is the real game already.
Yeah, that's right. So we've got Abby from the Netherlands and Iona Rose from UK, Scotland specifically.
We can connect to the stream to see the... I wanted to see the chat, but I have some issues to connect to the stream. So let's watch the game.
Okay, so yeah, we might be a little bit delayed just watching this from the Twitch stream now. But
no, I'm watching the Parsec. We are not delayed. It's okay.
Oh, okay. I can't see it from your Discord stream.
Oh,
really? There we go. Yeah, I can. Okay.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Sorry. I forget that if I make the window not active, it will not show. Sorry.
No worries. As I said, it is only our second Parsec edition of RFC, so we're still getting used to the technical things. But hopefully the experience will just keep improving as we get more and more used to this.
Yeah, it's such a great thing we are starting to have Parsec in Europe. Like, I really think that it gave America quite an edge over us. We need to catch up, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it in We Play UFL. America was looking way too strong than I would like to see us looking. But speaking of looking strong, Abby has already farmed Coda into round 3 of this. So Iona may have the 2-round lead, but it's really, really difficult contending with Coda and all of these lethal hits.
Yeah. And if you don't think Coda is strong, like, just think Nightmare. Nightmare in Terror Charge. Yeah, and it's kind of worse in Tira because she has I-12.
Yeah, but this is Nightmare on steroids. The Soul Charge from Abby, making Glute Jolly as much of a monster as he would be. Oh, damage. Oh, he didn't keep going for it. He might have got the infinite into ring out if he kept believing.
Yeah, I was so surprised by the backdash, but it seemed like he was so not ready for the RNG rather backdash. But he still got drowned.
Yeah, making that comeback. He just took 2 rounds in the space of less than a minute. That was just brutal. Oh, it's gonna have to be really careful.
Headache.
Yeah, very lucky for Iona that the headache happened and we don't see Coda just yet in this final round. Oh, but I think we're going to see it soon because here's the Soul Charge splat.
The damage.
Yeah, I mean, nice. But it won't matter because he baits the RE.
Yeah. That was really good.
Yeah, very interesting. I'm also surprised to see Tira as Abby's first pick in this 1st to 5. I don't know about you, Unicorn, but I've seen him safe place.
I don't see our voices. Now I see our voices. Okay.
Yeah, not too sure what's happening right now, but while they sort out those technical issues, I'll just say that, yeah, I absolutely agree that Tira is such a menace right now. And she's so strong in neutral. Got these amazing tools like Jolly 6B, Jolly 6A, and, well, Gloomy's entire kit, especially that 3A and that 3B.
Actually, where is the Twitch stream? Oh, perfect.
Okay,
Can you please
just issues.
Can you please just share me the Twitch link so I can just watch the chat? Can you share me the Twitch stream link, because I'm for some reason not able to find it.
Yeah, I've got it here.
Thank you. Because for some reason it wasn't showing me. Yeah, okay. It wasn't showing me the stream online at all. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. So
it wouldn't be a Soul Calibur stream without a few technical issues.
So the score is currently 1 for AB to 0 for Iona Rose, right?
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
And we are waiting for the reconnect.
Yep, so maybe this little bit of time will give Iona Rose a little bit of a breather, a bit of time to think about what went wrong there.
Actually, I don't think anything went like truly wrong.
I mean, for me, I thought it was very much the fact that Coda made an appearance so early on, because it was looking so dominant for Iona Rose, just taking 2 rounds relatively convincingly. It was looking like his game to win. But
Yes.
Abby, just the fact that he not only had those health-based mood changes, but he managed to make some mood switches for himself, is what really, gave him Coda and allowed him to make that comeback. So Iona's going to have to be a lot more careful. I know it's not really possible to control how often Tira changes moods unless you're like really big brain about like.
Well, you
how you
actually
try and kill
partially
her.
can. Because, for example, if I remember correctly, if you're in Jolie and I hit you with break attack into guard, it will switch the mood for you.
I think they patched that out. That was the Season 1 meta, but I don't think that happens anymore.
Really? I'm still playing with this knowledge. Shame on me.
Oh no. I mean, someone in chat can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I think they did change it. Because it was quite frustrating. It made a lot of matchups really frustrating for characters like Zaslamel or Ivy, who can use break attacks in combos. Like, just the moment she gets Gloomy, then you're like, no, back to Jolly.
Yeah.
But there is one way that you can somewhat influence how often she makes the mood change, which is, so you know how she gets the 2 mood changes, one at, I think, 75 health and one at, was it like 10, 15 health? Basically like very low health. Yeah, so one way you can make her kind of skip that mood change is if she's just above that final mood change, hit her with something that does a lot of damage. If you hit her with like 3 rapid attacks, like Raphael poke, 60 BBBBB, you're gonna knock her straight back into whichever mood she's gonna get. So that is one little tactic that you can try to employ.
Yeah, and Raphael is definitely able to do so.
Yeah, Raph very much has the best of both worlds, I would agree. He's got some really big, heavy hitting swings, like those attacks from SE that we just saw, Shadow Evade. Oh, and the REK is going to take it. So that's a good first round for Iona. manages to take it, but only giving Abby the minimum amount of move changes that you can get.
But it was the same, like in the first game, like Iona won first 2 rounds very, very convincingly, and then it just didn't work out, like he was failing to close the game.
Yeah, very true. But one thing that seems to be going differently so far, at least, is that although Iona is making a strong start like it did in the first game, we haven't seen too many mood changes besides the 2 guaranteed. Oh no, I spoke too soon, commentator's curse. We get the 4k RNG into Gloomy. It's a good soul charge, get away from the edge. No punish on the 3B, but the mix-ups are going to work.
Yeah. I think it was a really good decision to use the bar for the soul charge.
Yeah, absolutely can't argue with that when Iona just took that second round very nicely there. Thanks to that soul charge, like you said.
And like Raphael's soul charge is really, really scary. Especially on the stages where like you have the wall nearby. Because when he's soul charged, the damage at wall is like through the roof easily.
Yeah, exactly. And he's got so much carry, like you can be hit just from the middle of the stage, but because he's in soul charge, he's got that prep 6B string, which will just push you like right across the stage into a wall that you didn't think you were even close to.
Yeah. Okay, now nice counter soul charge. Oh, great stuff.
Yeah, this is such an important round for Iona, because he doesn't want that Coda to come back. Oh, he doesn't duck the last hit. That is minus 20 or minus 22 even. But
so many waves.
Yeah, this is pretty messy.
But I must say, like, I don't know if you played on Parsec or people played. Like, at times it's so hard to time stuff because you keep pressing it too early. But when you're used to like standard online and then you play on Parsec, it's so easy to not get your move out at all because you press it way too early.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Because we get so used to the current online meta that I think our timings are pretty much, you know, the muscle memory is there for online at this point.
And that's actually like super awesome thing on Parsec. I was trying it with a friend of mine. Like, if you need to practice, like, for a tournament or so, just get your friend and run Parsec on your computer and let the other person connect. It's so great to get you the, you know, the offline feeling, the offline timing into your hands.
Yeah, that's very good advice, actually. So if anyone watching this is thinking of trying to compete in the next OFC, which will also be Parsec, I believe, then that's a good advice for training. Just get a friend and one of you host the Parsec connection.
Because, like, it's never the same if you're playing against CPU or in practice mode. It's never the same as playing like a real person who's doing like real stuff unexpectedly and so on.
Yeah, and the CPU will use all kinds of weird moves. Like it'll use these obscure strings that no one uses, and you'll be like, "Yeah, I'm a master at defending against Tira's 4-4A mixer." But then you fight someone in real life, and it's like, "Oh, 6B exists. The CPU didn't use any of this. What do I do?"
Yeah, friend is not a paid Parsec future. Friend is a person from Soul Calibur Discord. Okay. To the match, like, it seems like Iona Rose adjusted a bit, and like he seems to find the good balance between being aggressive and not being over aggressive.
Yeah, he's very good at kind of pressuring Abby with some of that Raphael stance pressure, but then knowing when to back off and look for the punishes. So it's been a good approach so far.
Abe is really trying to sidestep him. Like in the current state of the game after the last patch with the vertical nerf, it's completely understandable. I have so many people just wake up sidestep on me every single time because it's so strong.
Yeah.
But you can't overcommit to this because then happens exactly what we saw right now. Like Even Raphael can catch your steps.
Yeah, and especially with delayed timing as well. He doesn't necessarily always have to be using horizontals. He can just sometimes be doing delayed verticals. And if you're doing things like step and then mashing, even though a whiff hasn't happened, you're going to get trapped by those raft verticals.
Exactly.
This is looking like a strong round for Abby. Iona's going to try and make the soul charge come back. Oh, but he drops the combo. This could have been huge. But he keeps mashing. Watch it minus 10.
Oh, and that's it. Yeah.
And just like that, we saw Abby with all of the patience, just waiting out that soul charge and looking for the whiff to take that final 6 XP whiff punish. Taking it into the final round with 8 mood changes. Back grab, that's going to be big.
If he managed to get the quota, it will be really good for him for the last round.
Yep, oh, there it is. The RNG mood change. Oh, and he doesn't go. Oh, there we go. Grab
It
reset.
will hurt. Yeah. I hate Tira. It hurts to even watch her.
Yeah, it's so painful when you see that 4K, the 4K into the mood switch and it turns into Coda like we saw just then.
Yeah, exactly.
That 50-50 on whether the 4K mood switched or not was everything right. The fact that he got that mood switch really sealed Iona's fate.
That's an AGI.
Yeah. Gotta love that Raph can just whiff and then it still becomes a reverse mix-up of whether you try and punish him or not. Oh, freebie not supposed to track anymore, but that still happens apparently.
Yeah, well, it still tracks, like all vertical still tracks if you press a button, and it seemed like a counter hit, judging from the hate that Tira float out.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Yeah, and people keep forgetting this, and even I was before Panto like pointed out to me that yes, I'm hitting you with my verticals because you keep pressing buttons.
Yeah, but I hate to be that guy, like, when someone steps and still gets hit by a vertical, I hate to be there like, oh, well, it's kind of your fault for pressing a button. I don't know, it just feels like victim blaming for me.
Yeah, but like it's important to realize it's still there. Like nothing changed on the like counter hit tracking.
Yeah, something that you really need to be aware of, especially in this matchup, because these are two characters with really strong verticals. So if they can get away with delaying their verticals and hitting you step anyway.
And especially against Raphael, who has like super long strings that he can like through eye prep extend even more. It's really important to realize he can track you if you press the button in the wrong moment.
Yeah. Wow, that comeback. And by the way, that whole comeback happened because Iona did not punish a move that was minus 14. Abby did Jolly Side 6 AA and that's minus 14 on block. The punish would have killed him, but Iona perhaps not aware that that move was that unsafe. And it allowed Abby to make that disgusting yet beautiful Tira comeback that we just saw.
Yeah, Iona said no, punishment is for the weak.
I respect it. Can't respect it too much though, because it might be losing in this game if that's a ring out. Yes, it is.
That was way too much respect given from Iona right now. Like I understand this situation is really scary. Like with the ring out right behind you, being in the corner, but you need to make the decision, and it can always be wrong in the end.
Very true. Oh no, this is a very early mood switch for Abby.
The damage. Nice.
Yeah, nice. I think he was a bit late, but it still worked because Abby tried to press a button. Good grab break. Can Iona make the comeback? Delayed verticals. A plus on block.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful AGI. That was such a sick comeback.
If Phantasm is listening, names are supposedly switched on the stream.
I wonder if that was a little bit of Iona being used to online. We saw the duck into attempted while rising B that just turned into a standing B. But it might not matter, because is Iona going to make another comeback, just like he did last round?
No.
Apparently not. Yeah, Abby's going to shut that down this time with safe, jolly pressure.
Yeah, by the way, if any one of you guys is like on the mesh side when playing, and I don't mean like randomly meshing, I mean like meshing your inputs like I do all the time. Like if I'm about to press 6BB, I press the B like 7 times. Just play Raphael. Like this is the most anti-meshing therapy you will ever get.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful sidestep there. That's something that we hardly see anyone do. Sidestepping the prep BBB into optimal whiff punish. Yeah, really nice round from Abby there.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're both on 2 meters. This could be really explosive.
Yeah, Iona seems to be like not using his meter much. Okay, commentator's curse.
Commentator's blessing, because I think he's going to need this meter if he wants to secure this round.
Oh,
Ooh, that's going to hurt. That's going to be a mood switch.
and also this cost him like 25% of the soul charge.
Okay, good challenge on the Gloomy 3A. This isn't enough to kill.
Oh, nice reset.
And the tech trap. Okay, Iona spending that last bar. Gonna go soul charge versus soul charge. Who can get this last mix up? Oh, but he doesn't block the last hit of the string, and that's gonna be death.
The typical Tira like knowledge check. So many people fall for this already.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of questioning whether it was just a failed knowledge check or just guessing wrong. Because if your opponent knows about the 6 A string, then you can start doing the 50-50 of will I complete the string or not.
I didn't mean it like this. I meant like it's typical thing Tira will try, like just to see.
Yeah, I mean, it's safe on block, so that's
Yeah.
the safer thing to have to do.
Yeah, and just as Holy said, like it's 50-50. If you know how it works, it just turns it into 50-50.
Yeah, especially with Raph, because he has quite a nice answer to it. He can actually just form dodge instead of going for the conventional GI. So I suppose that's why Iona went for the punish the first time.
It was really weird bit on the War Rising BB from Raphael. He hit the first one and with the second. That nice round.
So if War Rising B hits something that recovers in crouch, that will happen, because the second hits are high and the first hit doesn't force them into standing. So it's one of those like tiny little interactions that's worth knowing about.
I'm new to Raph. I really start him as the anti-meshing therapy. And it's Silas' fault because I just keep watching his highlights for almost 2 years and it's just irresistible.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, Silas clips are just so hypnotic, so disgusting, but so beautiful at the same time. Oh, no punish on the Gloomy 3BB. And again, this might cost Iona another game.
Seems so. Oh, nice blocking.
Yeah, Iona guessed right a few times, but it wasn't enough to be able to secure that round. Oh, he drops the combo. Perhaps a bit of not being used to parsec, I suppose.
Yeah, it's really confusing at the first time, and especially if you're not used to it. Like the quality is pretty good. I mean the picture quality, but it's not perfect, and sometimes it may take some time to realize how to recognize your counter hits and so on. It's slightly different to what you are used to from the normal net play, because like again the graphic quality is slightly lower, but the responsivity is insanely better.
Right. Yeah, and I suppose that's going to be a big issue for very tight combo windows like the instant prep that Iona is needing to use to get those combos, but he keeps dropping it. We just saw it happen again in that game.
Yeah. But like really parsec. Like if the game don't have the rollback netcode or GGPO or something like this, the parsec is just lifesaver. And it's hard at the beginning, or not hard, like that sounds like it's actually hard. It's different at the beginning, but I really believe it's worth it to get used to it and to use this tool.
Yeah, it's such a good workaround for the unfortunately not perfectly optimized netcode that we do have at the moment, but parsec is a really nice workaround. And coincidentally, Iona Rose, who we just saw on stream, is someone who is very familiar himself with parsec and how beneficial it is to this game, because Iona himself does have a parsec setup. Like, he's got his own server that he's been testing out, and he's going to be putting it to use this Saturday. So if you guys are around Saturday during the day, Iona Rose will be running an 8-man tournament bracket with mostly UK players, I believe, all hosted through parsec. So if you're not already following Iona, make sure you give him a follow on Twitch. I think it's twitch.tv/Iona_Rose. And there'll be some more parsec action coming up for you guys if you're following him on this Saturday.
Yeah, and this should be Kelerak versus Leonite. Yeah.
Yeah, so Kelerak and Leonite just...
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Lionide isn't just mashing AGIs just to make sure that they all work, because that's something we'll probably be seeing a lot of if I know what to expect from Lionide.
And that is another thing about parsec. Like, if you're doing button check, then you actually can press a start and restart. It was so confusing for me last time.
Oh yeah, because I suppose online a lot of people are just mashing start because they think it'll skip the cutscenes.
That's another thing, yeah, you cannot mash start at the end of the round.
No.
Especially if the end is like CE or something like that.
Yeah, or in the middle of an Ivy command grab, as we saw happen in the first OFC.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're all still getting used to parsec.
Yeah, it seems the buttons were wrong, okay. Good thing they did the button check.
Yeah. Remember, kids, always do the button check, or at least always double check your buttons before you dive into the match. Nothing more tragic than, you know, losing your first game in a tournament because of the buttons.
Now, the noble wolves carve their souls into their swords.
Looks like I have to give my all.
Okay. So let's go. Yeah, let's go.
You click. Oh yeah, cheers. Okay, let's go.
Oh.
AGI versus AGI. Nightmares wins.
Actually, this matchup is supposed to be slightly in Shangwa's favor, because with all the damage of Nightmare have, she still have pretty good ways to stop his armor. Plus, like, Nightmares have issues to fight tech crouch, and Shangwa can basically be non-stop tech crouching, yeah, like this.
Yeah. Just a couple frames faster and that would have been a lethal hit from that tech crouch.
And to deal with it, Nightmare needs to, like, either use some risky moves or the command grab he have, which is still kinda like not exactly what he wants to do. It's not a bad thing, but it's not what he wants to do, to rely on this.
Yeah, but it's looking like Kelerak's got a good approach to the matchup, because those were two very convincing rounds to start things off. Carrying Shangwa to the wall. Oh, yeah. I didn't see any perfect guards. Gotta try and perfect guard that string if you want to take less of the chip damage.
Exactly. And not only chip damage, it's also reduce the guard damage, which is also important against Nightmare.
Yeah, so is that a new thing? It definitely didn't used to reduce guard damage. I think they did buff Perfect Guard recently.
Yeah. I think so. But yeah, this was pretty convincing from the Galrak side.
Yeah, very, very strong start from Kellerak. Lionhead's probably going to need to make some major adaptations.
Battle 1. Fight. Hand over.
Okay, starting off with a counter hit. Good use of 3A. Oh, and the backsway, stopping Kellerak from getting this defense started. This is looking really good now for Lionhead. Oh, and the drop kick.
Yeah, it's actually legit too in this matchup because, like, once Xianghua start tech crouching you, it's not a bad idea to use it because if she hits you, you are in the air, so no combos will happen. If you whiff it, you are on the ground, so no big damage as a punishment, even on whiff.
True. And also, if you land it, like,
Yeah.
it's one of the most brutal moves to land.
Yeah, and if you land this counter hit, it's absolutely insane. Oh, this is punishable. Like,
Yeah, that could have been a
People
C
don't-
punish.
people don't realize that a lot of people, like not everyone, that the reversal edge game from Nightmare is very like double-sided blade. Like, he have the best reversal edge in the game, of course. But basically, both his A and kick are punishable on block. And the B you can step. So it's not like standard mix-up. It's truly 50-50, either block or step.
Yeah, definitely the way to approach it, especially with Xianghua. She's got that I-12 CE, so if she blocks the A, that's -12, so you still get your
It
CE.
hurts so much.
Oh, he didn't go for the guaranteed back grab, but the mix-up works out anyway.
I think he was surprised that it hit.
Will prevail.
Yeah, I would have been surprised too. Okay, so just like that, Lionhead evening out the score, 1-1. This is looking a lot closer than it was looking at first. Now, one thing to note is these two players, I'm sure, play all the time. Like, they are friends, they talk to each other a lot. I believe they're in the same ETL team as well.
I don't know, we will need Val for this. she's doing all the coverage. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they're both part of the B gases, which I always hesitate to say live on stream, but I'm going to do it anyway. So yeah, of course, two people who know each other's playstyle very well, which is always more fun to watch, because you know that we're going to see like the weirdest, like, nonsensical stuff, because like they've been playing multiple games off stream, and a meta has developed between them. They know what each player likes to do, and they know how to counter them. So because of that, when we get a first to 5 like this, they don't start on layer 1 of the guessing game. They don't start trying to condition each other. They've conditioned each other off screen. They can jump straight into the crazy stuff.
Exactly.
It's always fun to watch. Especially from players like this, whose core game plan is crazy stuff. So it's great to see it working.
This is one of the moves that really hurts to watch. Oh, nice.
Yeah, such a good step. Just baiting it out with a single A. I wonder if Lionhead knew it was coming. Getting hit by the quake stun.
It almost saw like a very good reaction because he was using the small moves, like expecting reversal edge or something, and he immediately reacted on the first hit being like blocked by the armor.
Yeah, possibly another advantage of Parsec here, reacting to things that you didn't know you could. Stepping a horizontal there that I've never seen stepped before.
Yeah.
A lot of plus frames, a lot of chip damage. Oh, the AGI! This is so much chip damage! Again, getting hit by that quake stun.
Wow.
One more hit from Lionhead.
Oh,
Oh, we got the GI! Smashes after being GI'd. Wow. Calorak was just determined to steal back a turn there, and it worked eventually. Stealing it out, kicking Shanghua's ankles.
No, Muffin, it's not about going through horizontals. It's about the ability to punish them on win. Like, I spent last 1.5 years playing only online. And when I was testing Parsec and was hosting the game, I was like, wow, you can react to this move. You can block it on reaction. Wow, how? I never did it.
The worst thing is that you're never ready to punish it as well. Like, you block something you didn't know you could react to. You're like, oh, wow, I should have punished. Whoops.
Yeah, about stepping horizontals, like, it's Changhua. At least I think it was Changhua. Changhua is always able to do weird stuff.
Yeah, she steps your horizontals, and then you try and step her verticals, you try and step her 2-2B. Nope, that's not gonna happen. So 2 games in a row for Lionide.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Watching the very first game, I was getting worried that Calorak was just gonna completely steamroll Lionide, but absolutely not.
Definitely. And like, I wonder if the fact that Calorak is not using much of AGAs, if it's like the knowledge of Lionide, or if it's like his style, because that move is now crazy, especially for the current Nightmare. It's still +2 on block, you know, and pushes away from you, which is great for this enemy. But on the other hand, yeah, if Changhua tech crouch under it, you're doomed.
Yeah, Lionide's been doing a lot of step 2G and 2G in general. I keep seeing it just in this round alone, so I suppose that's enough to discourage the agent thing. Also, Unicorn, could you please just click back into the game?
Oh, yeah, I didn't. Sorry.
That's alright. Okay, strong start from Calorak.
Nice bait, and this hurts. And the meter gain, that's 25% just by hitting the 2A+B.
And also the unblockable stomp kick. This works even on Parsec. Okay, and the grab is going to close it out. Don't blame him for going for the grab. I think, yeah, Nightmare's I-14 punish on that is nothing too spectacular when he's killed.
Like, his I-14 is strong from crouch. And I mean when he's in the terror charge. His I-16, if he has terror charge, is absolutely insane already.
Yeah, speaking of insane, oh my god, the CE damage.
Yeah.
I always forget how much it does when you get to charge it up. Oh, but no punish on the flapjack. That's huge.
Commentator's curse. 2-2.
Yeah. God, it's ridiculous how explosive, not just the characters, but these players are. Like, both of them, like, when they think they have a read, they will absolutely hardcore you out on it. Just like that, the War Rising B counter-hitting into a lethal hit.
Oh, that was lucky. It was almost ring out.
Yeah, 1A's working on Parsec. Yeah, Lionide's the most confusing player. Like, sometimes he'll have the most godlike reactions and punish things that, like, I wouldn't have ever seen coming. And then other times we see stuff like that. I suppose that weird inconsistency is part of what makes him so hard to fight. Like, at moments you think, oh, this guy's just a scrub, I'm gonna do things that I would do against, like, random people on ranked. And then suddenly he's like, no, I know about this, and I'm gonna take away 1/3 of your health for trying it.
By the way, thinking about it, was there even one low throw that Calorak didn't escape? I think he have like 100% escape ratio.
Yeah, it's a good point. I'm guessing that Lionide's been going for the back grab more often, just because it does more damage. Oh wow, and a perfect. That was over in just 16 seconds. I'm loving
that
Lars
is-
Piatz's description of it. He's a Jedi, but sometimes there's a disturbance in the Force.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, good launch. He doesn't spend the meter though. We're gonna see a soul. No, no soul tack either. I'd sat on 2 bars meter. Oh, there we go.
No. Okay.
Yeah, really nice. See, you were punish. Exactly what he needed.
Just
And another example of Light just showing that he will wake up and punish some things that you think you could just get away with. Like a 6B at that kind of range. Who sees that? This man. This man sees. Good step. That's the punish. Good punish again from Light. But Kellerup could swing this very easily with one big read. There we go, there's the big read.
watch over me, Mother.
Well, it's Nightmare.
You
Like, versus Nightmare, you never won unless he's dead. Like, there are characters that have a hard time to make the comeback or the huge comeback, but Nightmare is not one of them.
Yeah, there could be a huge health disparity, but still you have to be so careful. He just needs a Terror Charge or Soul Charge, and then one hit, it'll carry you to the wall, get wall splat on this stage, turn it into a ring out over the top of the wall.
Or the combo and the reset, and that's it. Like, it can be so fast.
Yeah. Combo reset, you guessed charactly, but the thing you block breaks your guard anyway, and then you take more damage. Character
and-
is such a good set point in general.
And we just saw one of the weird moves after the latest patch, the 6-6B from Nightmare. Like, if Nightmare is in plus and you use this move, it's super easy to step in. Like, he hit you with something like, I don't know, 2A counter hit 6-6B, you will step it every single time. But if you use it in neutral, it will hit from the weirdest angle.
Yeah, in neutral it's basically just a mid-horizontal.
Yeah.
Okay, and Kellerup taking that game, builds up a huge chunk of meter, not even from the lethal hit at the end, but just from reversal edge in general and all of those combos.
From being Nightmare.
Yep, just from being Nightmare, he's sat 2 bars in round 2.
Like, Nightmare have one of the best meter gains in whole game.
Yeah, possibly the best. Like, I can't
Which
think
is-
of anyone better.
Which is pretty crazy because, okay, his CE is not the best one, it have very specific uses, but his soul charge is absolutely insane.
Yeah. He didn't even need it for this round. This is looking really difficult for Lionel. We have to get 3 rounds in a row against a Nightmare on 2 bars and Terror Charge and the life lead and getting good guard damage as well.
Oh, nice.
So much chip damage. Oh, okay. Soul attack wasn't quick enough there.
Do you still thirst?
I was fully expecting that soul attack to be a counter hit.
It should have been, I believe, because
Welcome to the stage.
GSA plus B is minus on block and your back turn.
Hmm.
He was probably late.
Yeah, I think so. Lionide knew that he had to spend the meter, but he hadn't. I suppose he didn't fully commit to using that soul attack there. Probably kicking himself for not just soul charging. Okay, this is a strong start from Kellerup. Oh, can you click back into the game, please?
Yeah, like the 4-4 kick, the drop kick is so great. Like, and especially because it's super safe.
Mhm.
Like, being on the ground is so good. Oh,
Yeah, really good damage control. Can you
And
click
being
on the game
Edward-
again, Unicorn?
sorry?
Can you click on the game again, please?
I did. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, it worked that time.
That was so. That was. I just got an announcement. Incoming message. I forget it. This focused the game. Sorry.
No, that's alright. We're back in.
Okay, this seemed like misclick. That was a really weird situation to use reversal edge.
Yeah, maybe a HVB. Oh, good C punish from Lionide.
You can't.
He's having so much success with all of these step 2Gs, and then he's ready to pull the trigger with the whip punish.
Oh, no punish.
Yeah. Xianghua does have a really good punish for that flapjack. She does have a Wow Rising B, which is a hard knockdown.
That was first unescaped low throw, I believe.
It's a difficult one as well, because both of those throws would have killed there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 2A into Wow Rising A. That's what won Calorak the previous game, and it's still working out now.
This hurts.
So much damage. Oh, trying to soul attack at minus frames. Not going to work out there.
Something special.
Like, I understand the decision. The distance was pretty good, and there was a good chance like Nightmare will just try to either close the gap or increase it.
But very unfortunate, because it means that Lionhead has to start this match with just 1 bar instead of 2. Holding the throw break.
Oh, nice.
Is he going to cancel it? Oh, okay, the second hit. Catch the reversal edge. Very scary situation to be in when you hit reversal edge on Xianghua's PXSA. Because you have to guess whether to release it.
It's overall like using reversal edge against Xianghua as Nightmare is so risky. Like both because she have a lot, and I mean a lot of moves that are either safe or can have follow up or no, and you need to guess. But also because of her CE punish on blocked reversal edge A and kick.
Justice will prevail.
Yeah, that's very true. But the fact that Lioneye didn't CE punish the first blocked reversal edge A suggests that perhaps he might not know that. So maybe Calorak has decided, yeah, I can get away with reversal edge in this match.
It's still like, if you just think about how many times it get not working for him, it's really not a that good decision against Xianghua. She's very safe if she knows her stuff.
Yeah, true. And if she predicts the reversal edge or manages to react to it on time, she has moves that will cancel into that lethal hit, which I believe is actually the hardest hitting lethal hit in the game without resources.
Yeah,
Like,
that's...
Xianghua just destroys you if she reads the RE.
Actually, I think Hilda is better, the charge 4B.
Oh, just the straight up unblockable.
No,
just
I mean
charge 4B. Oh,
Charge 4B because it's a little hit against reversal edge and GI, and the core damage without anything is like 100 something already. And you have traps there, and if you land the trap, you can go up to like 160 something.
Oh damn, if you get 160 that beats Xianghua. I think hers is around half-life. It's like just over 110 or something like that.
And the funny thing, the tech trap is guaranteed on Zasalamel and Astaroth.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's funny just seeing those freaking cutscenes of combos that she gets on them. Oh, reverse ring out!
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
Calorak.
really great stage awareness.
Yeah. And that was funny because Calorak actually backstepped the first hit, which is probably the read that Lionhead was trying to make. It was like, yeah, he's going to backstep here. But then Calorak got too keen to do something. And he got reverse ring out.
Such a great step on the 66kk, but no panic.
Yeah. Now this is looking all Lionide. He's got such a huge life lead into the CEO key. What's the mix going to be? Alright, just trying to defend here, looking for an opening. There's the opening, but it gets AGI'd. Yeah, it's so difficult to whiff punish moves like that. Xianghua 66B or 44B, these are moves that go into that stance where she can AGI.
Yeah, so that was it, like 5-3, correct?
Oh yeah, last game there, 5-3. Lionide takes it.
And the funny thing, like if you're on Parsec, it's really so much easier. It was so surprising to me, like to punish stuff on Wave. It was really like I remember the first time I experienced like true offline competition in 2019, and I remember I always had issue with Maxis doing 2A+B online. And
Oh yeah.
everyone was like, yeah, it's reactable. You're crazy? No, it's not. And then I faced Maxi on the tournament. And mid-match, I just turned to my friend and yeah, 2A+B is reactable.
Right. Yeah, you just don't realize things until you've experienced the joy that is offline caliber.
Yeah.
I
And
think actually 2A+B, I can relate so hard.
And like you need to realize that if you play Parsec, you have a good connection. Like for me, the response time from this server is 20 milliseconds, as you can see. Other players have like 30. That's 1 or 2 frames. That's actually still better than offline PS4. So it's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane that we can actually compete from 2 different countries and have a better experience of the game or a comparable experience of the game to offline PS4.
Exactly. Like this is such great. Okay, so now yeah, Domitto 37 and Ganon 20. Yeah. So that's 1 frame and 2 frames, or 1.5 and 2.5 frames. That means Domitto he's from Ukraine, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
And he's basically sitting on offline PS4 with this response time.
Yeah, that's insane. It's been so long since a lot of people have been able to play offline. So it's so good that we're finally getting Parsec here in the Europe as well. And players are getting to experience basically the same thing as offline PS4.
Yeah. Huge shout outs to Phantasm and everyone else who's running Parsec event. Iona Rose, right? You were talking about this.
Yeah.
This weekend, right?
Yeah, on Saturday.
Like, if you people enjoy competitive caliber, just get your hands on Parsec, try it, get used to it. Again, it's not offline, especially like if you have like the visual clues, like the the lightnings and so on to confirm your counter hits. It's hard, but it's doable.
And it's still such a great experience.
Yeah,
and also the way that we're doing it now, it is set up on another server, which does cost money to run. So if you want to keep seeing these Parsec events and keep seeing like this best version of online Soul Calibur that we can get, then please do put some money towards running this. You can become a Parsec supporter from the OFC Discord.
let me just quickly check for the link.
Yeah, let's plug the link.
I hope I will find it before the game starts.
So is there an option within the Matcherino to become a Parsec supporter?
Okay. Yeah, it's in the Matcherino, I think, on the link that was just posted by this stream meta. Yeah, it's there. For $5, you can be the Parsec supporter. And yeah, these $5 go to M Phantasm, so he can continue running these events. Okay.
Yeah, it's very worthwhile. So in the meantime, are they jumping straight into it? We've got Ganondeurf versus Domitto.
I'm confused because it seems like they go directly into the game.
Yeah, looks like we're not even doing a button check. exactly what we expect from these two players. Oh, wait. Did Dom just Oki Ganon to death? Or was
Yeah.
Ganon button checking? Okay. If I was Ganon at the point, I probably would have been like, bro, I was button checking. I didn't guess wrong 10 times in a row. Nope. Definitely a button check.
Nice.
Oh, so Dom trying to spin out of a mix-up, but Ganon's launcher is too delayed for that to work out. Good use of the Med K. Oh, and it's going to splat for a big combo. One more hit for Dom. Yep, run up AA. That I-10 AA from Yoshimitsu is such a good move to close out rounds like that. Oh, but Ganon is hoarding meter, so he's going to get lethal hit.
Yeah, the BBB little hit is insane. Especially if Yoshi have resources to follow it up with the combo.
And he's got two of them. He's got the 2-2A and he's got BBB. Two moves that cover a lot of ground when put together. Both of them get a lethal hit, but Ganon stays on 2 bars, which he... Okay, finally spending the meter. Needs to make a comeback with this soul charge. Okay, mashing out the AGIs. Now it's mix-up time. Good step from Dom, but not enough of a punish. And the mix-up with the 6A plus B is enough to take it. Ganon probably expecting a low sweep, but Dom one step ahead with the 6A plus B mid. Will Ganon want to keep this stage, I wonder? Because it is a nice large stage to stop him from getting completely robbed by Yoshimitsu.
Welcome to the stage.
By the way, did the rules for the change for the stage changed from the last time? Because last time the rule was to swap the stage after every game. I keep forgetting it.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I thought we saw a couple of repeat games on the same stage.
We were talking with Phantasm about this, that it may be okay to say that like the loser may decide to stay on the stage if he's happy with it.
Yeah, I suppose that is the offline convention.
Yes.
And with Parsec being so close to offline, it makes sense to emulate that.
And the main problem is like people are so used to offline and to online, and it's hard to realize you're actually offline on Parsec. You just keep forgetting. You just press the X as you are used to online.
Yeah, I mean we've been playing online majority of the time for about 2 years now. At least for those of us who have been consistently playing the game.
Yeah.
So it's muscle memory at this point, like, you just don't know anything else. It's what your thumbs want to do.
Exactly.
And Dom's thumbs want to just completely steamroll and mix up Ganon into oblivion. 2 really quick rounds.
Yeah,
That's a good part for them.
but don't forget that while Aswell is still a really good character, Yoshimitsu is right now top character. Some people like iBoom are saying they are undoubtedly top 1. And like, I don't mean to like down talk. I think that's the correct word. Dom, but
Oh yeah.
I mean Yoshimitsu is crazy and he is crazy. They complement each other so well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so fun to see someone like Dom with this kind of approach to the character. Like, he's just, as you said, he's just insane. He'll do the craziest things. He's so hard to read for that reason.
Yeah, exactly.
But I would usually say that Dom is just excellent at robbing the opponent and just, stealing rounds that he shouldn't be getting. But we saw Ganon do that, just through his patience and waiting for a 2-2B lethal hit with punish. So it's so fun seeing 2 absolutely crazy players like these two on a stage like this, where one mistake costs the other the entire game to ring out. Of the AGI from the A plus B. Oh, he does the second hit. This is so ambitious, trying to see if we punish that. Oh, Dom. I wonder if that was a mistaken soul attack. or if he really was that ambitious.
Say, like, especially against Aswell, who have really, really bad sidestep, it may not be so bad idea to try it, because the chances you will get sidestepped are pretty low.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even if you're late with actual punish.
It's also one of those moves that's very hard to actually duck in time. So I suppose, like you were saying earlier, about how we're so used to playing online, like, I suppose Dom probably wasn't even ready to whiff punish that, so he just did the first thing he could, perhaps.
The Yoshimitsu wall.
Yeah. Oh, good duck. Oh, this is a reverse wall splat. Can he carry this into a ring out? I think he should be able to. Yes, he can. Yeah, that's painful. Ganon now pushing Yoshi to the edge, but Ganon has to be really careful. Oh, Yoshi wanted a rainbow drop. Not quite enough to ring out. No, it is! It's Yoshimitsu. Of course it's going to ring out. Yeah, they nerfed that, by the way. But it still rings out from that range. Okay, so we've had 2 ring outs so far. I want to see an all ring out game. No KOs, just ring outs. Can we make it happen? Good step.
Wow. How to say? Yes. 3 out of 3.
Let's go. I want this to go down to the final round as well. Ganon's got to get a ring out here. And then final round, 1 more ring out. Come on guys, we can do it.
Actually, I'm not sure if Aswell's ring out game without wall is that strong.
It is in swords, like this for example. This is very close to being a ring out.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
He gets just 1 more of those. Oh, going for the CE, and he's low health. This might actually kill. If not, it's going to be very, very close.
It still got 1, I think.
That was close. 1 more mix-up for Ganondorf.
I don't remember the exact values, but I believe he's still in like Guts 1 stage. Because Guts have 3 stages. I think the last one is 5%. The medium one is, I think, 15. No, not 15. 10. Yeah, half. And it changes, like, it's such a weird hidden mechanic.
Yeah, it makes for some very hyped moments though, when even the commentators don't know something's gonna kill. Oh no! Domitto dying on full meter. This is already starting to become a theme. As in the previous game, he had the opportunity for a really nice duck punish, but he ended up going for the CE, which was too ambitious. Yeah, good point. We're going to run back straight to this stage. Ganon now getting a lot of count hits. Oh, Dom just jumps straight through that string mix-up.
Trying to get the wall combo.
Yeah, as well now in Almighty. Yeah. Oh no, punish on the axe fly. There's the wall spot though. Yeah, it's Yoshimitsu, it's a wall combo. Can't expect anything other than death right there. Catch you ducking. Catch you not ducking. Okay, Yoshimitsu, Domitto has decided he's just going to mash his way out of the mix-ups. Just don't stand still.
Ganon is so ready for all the punishes.
Yeah, and again. Good block punish, gets a knockdown, which is huge for Yoshimitsu.
Yeah, this reminds me when I was doing Yoshimitsu's frame data for the shared frame data source. I learned that avoiding the puddle, you know, the Ares' second nickname and the name of his page, is actually a move Yoshimitsu has. It's 9k. It's called avoiding the puddle.
Yeah, nice bit of trivia for everyone. I feel like we should remind everyone of this bit of trivia, like between every game. This can become the walls on this stage move. Did you know that move is called avoiding a puddle?
It's the first time I'm saying this.
Yeah. And I can only assume that as well as Axlo is called you absolute piece of... because that's what everyone seems to shout every time Ganon uses it offline.
Did you know that the walls on this stage don't move?
Well, they do break. That is a form of movement. Okay, is Dom going to take this into the final game? Oh, you've got to guess right here. Okay, while rising AC, was it? Okay, into the final game.
And the wall is still there after 4 rounds.
Yeah, Dom has to, pardon me for saying this, but he has to be careful because one Axo is going to be a reverse ring out with this kind of positioning. But he's opting not to be careful, he's just going to keep pressing buttons. Oh,
he didn't headbutt.
Oh, he didn't have... So unfortunate. Okay, Dom putting the mix up.
Nice.
Just kicking the shins. 2-2. Looking really even.
It is. For sure. And it's so fun to watch good Yoshimitsu. Unless you are watching him as a player who's facing him.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's not fun to watch yourself get hit by all of those wall combos.
It's the same for as well. No, I decide no, it's not fun to watch as well.
Okay, good start from Ganon. Still hasn't been hit once. Working on that perfect. Dom's going to make something happen. Okay, there's a 6A plus B. Starts some Yoshimitsu momentum. Oh, that was a bit of a weird side swap. Ooh, tries to roll, but you gotta roll that to your right. It will catch you if you try and roll left. Oh, good duck.
Nice.
Oh, there's the punish. Domitto redeeming himself for not optimally punishing it last time.
Wow.
Ganon just sniping him out of the pogo.
And again. I'm actually starting to wonder. He's using a lot of spear moves. Is this something for this matchup? Because normally you don't see many spear moves.
Yeah, that's a good observation, actually. I suppose in Spear he has just a very good answer if he blocks low. He's got that super fast I-12 launcher.
It may also be, you know, the shield blocking actually during the execution. I think it's against mates? I don't remember.
Oh,
I
the
will
shield
need to
weapon
check.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's everything except highs.
Yeah. No, I mean the spear moves. They have some weird properties against certain attacks because of the shield being out during the animation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got those moves with like the AGI that comes out. Yeah, and just like that, Ganon very convincingly taking this game to put himself 3-2 on the board.
Yep.
Seems like they're both just playing each stage twice and taking it in turns to win. Let's see if the pattern can continue though. Is Dom going to be able to get a win on this to bring it up to 3-3?
Like, the last game was very, very convincing for Ganon, but like, you can't count Dom out. You simply can't.
No, he's already proved it enough in those first 4 games. But Ganon's still having his momentum completely uninterrupted. He's now on, what, 4 games in a row, at least? 4 rounds, sorry.
Yeah. I think more actually.
Yeah, because he did win the previous one. So his momentum's looking really strong right now. He's getting the soul charge to make sure he keeps the momentum. Weapon arts, Dom not being careful enough. Do it again. I
Well,
should have done it again.
there wasn't the wall, so it was not that scary without the wall or splat.
But he just keeps doing it. Speaking of the wall splat, there it is. I don't think it's enough to kill, but it's going to take him into one last mix-up. Oh, but the AA can't hit. This should be a kill, yeah.
That's actually a thing. I still wonder why Asvel didn't get, the icon for the weapon he's in. Because most of the minigames get the icons, so you know if it's charged or not. Like Coda or Terror Charge. But Asvel didn't get any icon for the weapon. And it's sometimes quite confusing.
Yeah, it can be difficult, because you've got to keep track yourself of what mood, I'm thinking of Terra now, of what stance he is in.
And the same for the opponent. Oh, nice.
Oh, here comes the Soul Charge Blender. Stay down and take the kick. Good option.
That was such a good decision. I'll wake up
Oh,
to
well.
that.
I'm just taking all these hits on the ground. Oh, and he wasn't careful. Weapon arts. Good jump from Ganon. Reversal edge isn't going to be enough against that.
That was such a steamroll. It was such a one-sided round until the Asvel Soul Charge happened.
Yeah, it seems to be going that way in general. When one of them has the momentum, they look unstoppable. Which is how Dom's going right now. This is a huge wall combo. Oh, the Seiwen tech. I see Seiwen do that all the time. I've not seen Domitto employ that. Yeah, you gotta be mashing Ukemi there, I think. In fact, I think you can just stand up and interrupt it, right? That's what Gilu told me.
I think it really depends on like when Yoshi release it, right?
Page of history retold.
Yeah, true. I suppose there is that kind of mix-up to it. Like if you.
But I think if you stay on the ground, it will hit you inevitably, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You win battle 1. Fight.
GI Wars. Oh, but Aswell wins it with the lethal hit D6 because he's in swords.
Wow. Nice.
Oh, beautiful death finish.
Okay. And spear. So many spear moves.
Yeah. I mean, this is Parsec, so if you're still getting hit by the 1A, then I don't know what to say.
What is this?
Wow, round 1 soul charge for both of them as well. They've both got a bar of meter in round 1. Oh, but Dom manages to spend it, getting the counter hit AA. And that's perfect for Dom. He managed to get Ganon to waste his first bar of meter in that first round.
And this is pretty good. Like, the worst thing about playing as well is the beginning of the round, where you're weaponless. And if you're on a stage where you are starting close to as well, playing someone like Yoshimitsu, it's such a great spot just to pressure. Because it's the minus frames to everything are huge in that moment. Like, you have I-10 as Yoshimitsu, and he have the fastest moves, how much? Like I-14, 16? No
I
weapon
guess
left?
technically he's got, what is it, full crouch? 2A plus B? He's got that little I-12 poke.
Yeah, okay.
But
it's still weapon
an
left.
actual, yeah, but an actual like weapon attack, like if he did AA, it won't be I-10, it's going to be I-18. If he does 6B, it's not going to be I-14, it's going to be I-22.
Yeah. So the beginning of the round, if you are close enough, it's really great moment, like to to try to pressure as well, because what as well want is to get some weapon, either probably sword, maybe something else, but probably sword. And as long as you prevent him from getting the sword, you have upper hand by a lot.
Yeah. But Dom in that round just preventing Ganondorf from doing anything there. That was such a quick final round. And again, the momentum massively in his favor. He just took, I think, 3 rounds in a row there.
History retold.
Like, it's just crazy how terrifying each of these players are once they've got the momentum, because they use it and they get their Oki, and they are so good at guessing what the other person wants to do on Oki.
And by the way, do you know that the walls on this stage moves?
Ah, there we go. Now we gotta wait for 9k from Yoshimitsu so we can
Was actually
scoutly
the first
avoiding.
move done in the round. I didn't get the chance to say. It's called avoiding puddle, but it's called
There we
avoiding puddle.
Yeah, you're gonna mention that
Nice
every
ball.
time he does it. Jump B, that's not avoiding the puddle. Oh, tries to duck. I'm surprised that second hit for 6B actually reached from there. One more hit. Oh, Dom wasn't careful. Just a couple more reads from Ganondorf. Could manage to steal this game. There's the first one.
Okay.
Now Dom runs in BB.
Actually, the lazy D in chat have a great idea how to nerf Yoshimitsu. Make his buffed move not cost like 25% of bar, but like 25 cents.
So Yoshimitsu, the first pay-to-play character.
Yeah, exactly.
If you thought the
Pay to
DLC
win.
was bad enough. Yeah. Oh, interesting trade there.
Nice, nice read. Ring out? Yes.
Yeah, it's got to be a ring out. Only happened because those walls moved.
Yeah. Now the balls are there.
Except when they don't feel like it. When you're in the corner, like it's so hard to tell whether the wall's going to be there or not.
Yeah, the edges in this stage are so weird.
Spend your meter, Dom. You gotta spend your meter.
Okay, nice.
Okay, he heard. Oh, but the 7A from Aswell. No one expects the 7A.
So 4-4, last game.
4-4. Looking so close. Are we gonna see the same stage?
Welcome to the stage of history.
Right, we are going on a different stage. Oh, is this a desert stage that I'm seeing?
Yeah. But last time they were in desert, there weren't actually that many ring outs.
Yeah, but I wouldn't
pretty
speak
good
too,
in avoiding them.
too late on the act, on the punish.
Nice. The active defense of Ganon is so great.
Yeah, both of these players in general, actually. Neither of them are really letting the other just, you know, take liberties with their turn. Like, they're saying, okay, it's been like at least a second, you haven't done anything, so I'm not going to give you that turn. I'm going to make a read on defense.
But like, actually, like, if they, especially Ganon, from what I see, like, if he's about to make a guess, he's making the guess with the move if possible.
Yeah, Ganon himself, he does say that he's not a very reactive player. Like, he does genuinely just get hit by really slow lag lows, even offline.
Yeah.
But where Ganon really excels is just making the reads. Like, he will block your reactable lows just because he's so good at reading when you want to use them. And then, like you said, he's going to make reads with the moves. He's going to block low, and sometimes if nothing comes out, he's still going to do his punish from low. Because
That reminds me the
if you
only
delay.
time I played him offline, and in like fourth game we played with Hilda, I did a low on wake up. I always went for mid, or every single time, and he just keep blocking mid. And I went low one time after 4 games, and it get blocked.
Yeah, I don't know how this man does it. Oh, he's going for the guard break. He wants the jump key. Dom might lose this. Okay, Dom's taking the guard break. Probably the smart thing to do than to just keep squirming and get killed and not have the guard break.
But this put Ganon on the match point.
Yeah. Oh no!
And
Dom
Yoshi-
again too ambitious. Dom needs to remember that Yoshimitsu does not have a CE.
Nice.
Okay. Strong pressure, not quite a ring out, but carrying him to the edge. Get off me, soul charge. But Dom refuses to just get off him. Oh,
nice.
good commitment to the duck. Oh, it didn't lethal hit! That's so unfortunate for Dom, but he's still in this. Taking a lot of
Within
chip
the
damage.
padlock?
Yeah. Oh, nice punish.
So match point for both. That's great.
Final game, final round. Okay, can we finish that?
Getting some bar.
Good active defense from Ganon, but he guesses wrong. Now here comes the Soul Charge Blender. Yeah, really good choice, just Soul Charge and get that splat. Oh, Dom has no fear! It's gonna be a reverse ring out! I think it will be! Yes, it is! Domitto
Like,
stealing
Such
that!
a Yoshimitsu way to end the game.
Yeah, the door knocker counter hit into reverse ring out, reminding you that I am Yoshimitsu, I am Domitto, and I'm gonna steal you, like steal the round in the most disgusting of ways. So clearly, your idea of making the Yoshimitsu pay money for those Brave Edges is probably a good idea if he is going to use them just to rob the opponent, like we saw just then.
And then you can call the game pay to win.
Yeah, these friggin' whale Yoshi players. Spending all the money and then stealing mine. But speaking of money, it's amazing that we managed to get this tournament with this OFC match on Parsec. But as I said before, it's not all free. So if you do want to support these Parsec servers and make sure that Europe still gets to keep playing on Parsec and getting such a great experience, please do contribute to the Matrino, and there should be an option to become a Parsec supporter on that link that we just saw there in Twitch chat. So any money that you have, and if you can afford to become the Parsec supporter, please, please, please do get that, because we really appreciate being able to have such a good experience of this game throughout OFC.
Yes. And we need to catch up to US.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it looks like we're hosting Rakuto.
Yeah.
So thanks to everyone who showed up. As I said, this was the second Parsec edition of OFC, but there should be plenty more to come in the future, so keep your eyes peeled. Sunday will be the last chance to qualify for EOS, so make sure you get involved in that if you want to get that last spot in EOS, which will be hosted by Kusoge from Locked In Your Character. And yeah, thanks to Phantasm for the Parsec server that he's been running. Thanks to all the viewers, everyone in Twitch chat, and of course the players. And we'll see you next week for the next edition of OFC, and we'll see you on Sunday for EOS.
Yeah. Thank you, Phantasm, for really carrying the European online community for a long time. And thanks to European online community to still be online and not hate the game much.
Yeah, we're all doing our best.
And see you all, and see you, Holy.
Ciao.
And